Hi, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's finally time for more Record Keeper. Took a week off, not on my own volition, but we're back with the, not that one, quite yet, but with the, sorry, I gotta rearrange my icons, the Final Fantasy Tactics event, Bold Against Destiny. Sort of surrounding events between siblings. There's a lot of Alma, there's a lot of Rasma, and then I don't think they're twins. I think I sometimes refer to them as twins, but Merrick and Rafa. Yeah. Alright. So one thing you'll notice about this new computer and everything, well, first of all, the weird or different resolution that we're actually going at here. I don't know if that's actually apparent to y'all. But this resolution be different. But hey, shitload's way faster. It's still Record Keeper, though. That's never going to change. There's just one missing. The mystery person right here. Ah, it's Heroic Soul. What a fool I am. Tips for a beginner. Try and pick up characters, focus on leveling people is the big thing. Raw stats will get you pretty far. Focus on clearing events as far as you can. That's the big thing. The discounted realm draws are really good for just getting some early gear. Pull on whatever game is your favorite at first. It's all going to homogenize eventually. And, that's some of the big ones. Do focus on the realm, not the realm dungeons. Let me hop to the home screen for this explanation real quick. Record Dungeon is really good content to do, because if you don't care about the story, you can skip the cutscenes and just do the battles. It'll get you some amount of stuff. Oh, they are called Realm Dungeons. It's Realm and Record. Realm Dungeons are good to do, because that's a great way to expand your max stamina. But yeah, the big thing is try and do the events. The events give mithril and characters and lots of stuff. Poke your head in the Nightmare Magicite every now and again. Crazy buffering. Should not be. Everybody else is fine? Okay. But yeah, as Furry Tractor said, if you get a roaming warrior that's an arcane, you should be easily able to clear up to a 120 difficulty of the event fights. Poke your head into... Did I take a screenshot? Am I that rusty? Did 1 week happen and I was gone and I got that rusty? Sorry, my brain. It is hard for me to actually process coherent thoughts and talk at the same time. Nightmare Dungeons, right. So there's A, strong abilities, and B, entire bits of content locked behind the Nightmare Dungeons. If you go to my YouTube channel, I did a whole series of videos, same name, or I might be The Wandering Newbie on YouTube, but if you search The Wandering Newbie Nightmare, you'll probably get some Bloodborne videos, but then also Record Keeper. But yeah, peep those out. It's lower level explanations for those. Nowadays, there's easier ways to steamroll them, but I'll break down the fights at the very least, because a lot of the Nightmare fights are gimmicky. You do still need some raw stats and abilities to get through them, but there's a lot of things like there's a mechanic that if you don't pay attention to it, you're gonna die. Think of them like MMO raid fights. Dang, it's actually, because that's a complete word, it's giving me the downside of using a very simple word for your keyword when searching your pictures. Right, because I saved this at a different resolution now. Look how much crisper these are, too. This resolution change, gonna take a little getting used to, but I think the long run it's gonna look really nice. Alright. Took us a little bit longer to get ready than normal, but we got there. Watch this load time. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's actually really fast. And then I feel like once you get into the game, it actually becomes a little bit worse. Oh, you want to know why? Because there's no way to guarantee 30 or 60 frames per second in the game. So my menuing, thanks to being on a better device, is all 60 frames. But now in the game, I'm back down to 30. Why is one character blind? That's a record materia that boosts magic and blinds the target, which does not matter to a magic user. It comes up like every once in a millennium where I'm like, I need to knock somebody out of confusion. Oops, they're blind. It is the second strongest magic boosting record materia. Second only to the one that actually lowers your defense and resistance. But yeah, there's a bunch of quality of life stuff that's happened at this point that's going to make doing Nightmare Dungeons a little easier. Yeah, AoE tears this fight up, which is the main reason I didn't bring a whole ton of AoE. Just so I didn't blow the fight up immediately. Yeah, that one's Echoes 99. But yeah, decoy. The major thing is try not to get overwhelmed, make short-term goals. If you go trying to figure out everything at once going on in this game and try and like plan out everything at once, trying to be like, all right, well, I gotta get I got all this done so that way I can go do the nightmares and this and that, and then you know, just go like, okay, I'm gonna clear the realm dungeons up to a point and use the nice. There's two loadouts, one that sorts it by realm and one that sorts it in like progression. Use the progression one for a newer player. But progress through the realm dungeons, get to an endpoint there. Just always remember to do the weekly events because those go away after I think a week and a half. 2 weeks. They go away after 2 weeks. So make sure to get those done. Mainly because the weekly events, I guess it's less of only that nowadays. Because, they added a lot more characters and stuff to the realm dungeons. But the weekly events are a good source of A, orbs for making abilities, B, mithril for doing pools eventually, and C, characters. Because at this point in the game, each weekly event will give you like 4 new characters. The game's tutorial books, the little like mission mode stuff that I'm sure the game has pointed you out at this point. It is on the main screen. It says mission. That's a good tutorial of moving through and making some basic abilities. Oh, one other really big thing, just as a party comp sort of thing. If you look stuff up, because a lot of people build their teams around endgame fights where it matters way less, for the content that you're doing, always have somebody that has either the support or dancer skill set for debuffs. That's a big thing. If you're not debuffing, you're probably gonna die. Especially in some of the earlier dungeons before bosses get debuff resistance. A well-placed debuff can completely neuter a boss's damage. Like, over here, Mont Blanc, I have with a full break dance and a dual down dance, as I like to call it. The dual down dance is great because as long as a move is lowering a different combination of stats, they all stack. Oh no, I don't mind decoy. I'm just going through the early fights here, so of the event, so there's not like a whole ton to talk about. And I like giving little explanations to the people that are just picking up the game, because while I think mechanically and endgame wise, this game does have a little bit of problems, a little bit of homogenization. It is a neat game, and hey, it wouldn't have lasted 5 years without being interesting, right? Slowed my coffee a little bit there. However, this ding dong's here. Yes. Had to think about that one for a moment. So I think the way that this fight generally goes down, aside from Argath actually has a permanent reflect here that is unremovable. I tried in the raid fight. The demons here are the bigger threat. Ooh, though, everything they do, at least their melee attacks, is tauntable. Interesting. You don't see that too often. Ads are a problem here. I think the note is if you kill these 3, another 2 will reinforce. Mattering on how much physical DPS you have, it is worth it to just burst down Argath. I brought a mage this fight, and I'm thinking about the fact that he puts up a reflect. It's nano flare, how bad can it be? It's smaller than a normal flare. Alright, so Unholy Darkness isn't tauntable, just the physical attacks are tauntable. This could be close. Well, folks, it's a gravity. The Almighty. Oh, you'll love to see the Osmos attack. When things are this close. Well. There is one tiny adjustment we can make that's gonna make this way easier, and I don't mind doing this. It's very simple, it's very good. It's passion salsa, baby. A little bit more survivability will do us wonders. Never change record keeper. The world's most powerful computer. It still doesn't run perfectly. There we go. Crop, file, save, minimize. Oh, dope. OBS Studio actually updates that on the fly. Super cool. Makes my job slightly easier. No, I mean, this is what 60 FPS looks like. Or maybe not, because I think I stream at 30. I'm seeing glorious 50 FPS. And then we get into the fight. Where'd the frames go? Hold. Get that passion salsa off. Meteor. Divine cross. All three attacks are going to go to Agrius. If I was utilizing 6-star abilities, I could have put the Earth one on her that actually raises her defense a little bit more. Well, once these ads die, they're replaced with another set of ads. There's 2 sets of ads for this. I could, you know, on that thought. Blade Blitz. I could whittle down the ads even faster. The boosted debuff from Passion Salsa, though, is going to do a lot of work. On top of the healing that it does. You think my boy can do it? Right. As a joke. Full break versus any of the dances, what's the difference? I can't remember, is that the AoE dance? No, that's multi-break. Full break is the equivalent of multi-break, but single target. That's really all it is. All the support abilities are single target, whereas dances are AoE. And now, as they have put more effort into dances and they have support abilities, dances are just better. Because of the addition of Passion Salsa and Enfeebling Jitterbug, you're going to actually get more bang for your buck with dances. Dances don't do damage. Wow, the 1-2 combo! Wow! Nice. I love video games! The power of a smiley face. Fuck. I cannot fucking believe that just happened. If I do ever eventually split these up before posting them on YouTube again, once I get my my video editor installed on this computer, do check out the full version of this stream if you're just watching the cut up fight, because man, it's always a toss-up from week to week if the ultimate fights are going to be real or incredibly fake. As it turns out, you just make it multi-target and in a sim mission where you don't have summoners or the like a whole lot, and it is way harder. Or, you know, I'm not using synergy weapons or any soul breaks. There's a whole lot that I'm doing wrong on purpose. Prove points, but you know. Whom am I to judge? New weapon types. You mean sinks? I got one sink. I haven't actually used it yet. Because of the weirdness of how I do stuff. Oh, I should read it. I should redo the 8 torment. We'll see how much time I have left today. Because I have 2 events to do. The doubler. Alright. We end that. Why did they take mastery points off of weapons? Because it was kind of a relic better to explain why mastery points don't exist anymore, and it's just auto mastery, and you get the stats for free when you pull the relic. Is what did mastery points add to the game? Except a tedium thing that you had to do every time you got a new weapon. As an aside, both of these events that we're doing tonight have very short loops on their songs. Yeah. Nice. Good. So the best part was when I had to do this fight in my actual playthrough of Tactics, and I forgot, and I should have remembered that you had to kill everything in this fight. And I got a real curveball thrown at me, let's say. So luckily, I can't remember what how this fight was originally when it was I think an ultimate double plus. But the boys in the back feel like they had their health reduced. Because they kind of explode. If you're running this fight as spellcasters with magic, the guys in the back are kind of it. Guy and lady, I should say. See what's still standing after a round of summons. Do I need Ifrit or can I do Chain Fire? Oh, yeah. Well, it's been a good fight, Mark. Oh boy. Mark's pulling out the real spells, and Mark's dead. Mark might live. Very slightly. Nope. Shift my legs a little bit. Shift that weight around. I can't not sit cross-legged to one degree or another. It just feels weird. So this fight's really interesting because its major gimmick is it throws out a billion debuffs, but they're all stat debuffs. So there's not a tremendous amount you can do about it. And you are... It's gonna keep happening and never not be funny. I do adore that I moved to a new computer. The emulator and everything runs way smoother to an extent. And yet there's a new bug that occurs on this that didn't happen on the old computer. And it's just a wild thing. Oh, that's not right. Yeah, I think that'll work. That arrangement of icons, because then I can do like, if I'm here, I go 1, 2, 3. Yes, perfect. All right. I'll have to keep making little tweaks to get everything smoother and smoother until I'm exactly where I want to be. Okay, so the main thing is these bottom two boys. They like to do stat debuffs. and pretty substantial ones as well. They are using the crush skills, whereas the top boy is a spellcaster. We only need to take out one person to finish the fight, and if you hit the bottom two boys, they will use more and more substantial stat debuffs, to the point that they actually sort of become unavoidable. It will be things like party-wide attack down, or party-wide attack and magic down, so it would also cancel out this. However, the only thing that the top boy does if you beat him up is slightly more dangerous spells. So the long and short of it is focus down the top boy. For instance, what you're seeing right there is Delita did get hit by an attack down, so he lost his roaming warrior buff. I also now realize I did not bring protecting shell, which might cause a problem here. Could. That's right, we did get the protecting shell buff. That makes them last forever and are just way better. Or I could just be godlike and get some free healing. So yeah, he has two transition attacks. One is Ultimate Holy, and then he does Ultimate Unholy, which is party wide. Crush Accessory, I don't think actually does a debuff. That one's all flavor. Crush Armor is a defense down. And there's Unholy Darkness, which I came prepared for. This may seem worthless with the amount of damage it does. It's an attack down. These two on the bottom will be doing way less damage now. Way more manageable. Yeah, the long and short of it is pick who you're focusing down. Focus only, only do damage to them. This is not an AoE fight. This is not built for summoners, even though there are multiple targets. That's just gonna make your life suffering. It is technically more of a mage fight to an extent. They do mainly attack downs, but also all their moves are long range, so that they can do full damage to the back row. But you'll never get your stat downs if you're just focusing down the spellcaster. I'm gonna finish this off with the biggie. I'm gonna finish this off with getting myself gravitied. And then they peace out, and you win. Alright, so Crush's accessory ignores defense. All the other Crushes acknowledge defense. I think Apocalypse Crush accessory is also the 30-30 down. Or just the attack mag down. Or is that Crush Helm? Oh, Crush Helm is, I think, is just a defense down. Or the resistance down? Also ignores blank. Then what's the attack mag down? I can actually check. Yeah, Crush Weapon, Ultimate Crush Weapon. Which Ultimate Crush Weapon is one of his lower HP moves, and that's AoE. It's an AoE attack down. Very nasty. Apocalypse Crush Weapon is attack mag. Okay. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Yes. Okay. And make sure everything translated there correctly. Let's get to it. It was the right verdict to start early today. It's gonna be 2 full events. I fucked up. It's fine. We roll with it. I forgot to bring start with Soul Break on Rasmo. It's fine. It's fine. Give it time, we'll get there. Yeah. Good shit, though. What a noise for that to make. Hey, Ovelia, why does your heel make such a weird-ass noise? Oh, come on. No, we hold. I'm holding action here. They're going to AoE directly onto him. I know it. I feel it in my blood. It's going to happen. That's right. See, sometimes you just gotta make a cold shot and be 1000% right. Oh, your life ends 10 seconds from now. That's right, now it's time for Mont Blanc. It's a defense up. Mont Blanc's gonna die. Or is he? Wait. Gotta get a big brain play here. Hell yeah. Oh my god, crush weapon? Seriously? Ah! He might be powerful enough anyway. Might not even get to his turn. Just barely. See how much this destroyed him. No. Sorry, Orlando is still the most broken character in the game. Alright, that's one down. I'm gonna do my outro. We'll get into the second event. So, that was it for the Final Fantasy Tactics event. That had a weirdly hard ultimate in it. Aside from that, I don't think anything really much of a curveball. Next time will be FF4. So I'll see you then. which is technically right now. But if I ever get my shit installed and start cropping videos, what did I call this one? Piercing, I think. Sure did. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, wait, let me try something real fast. It's effortless to do checks and stuff right now. On this computer, it loads stuff up so fast. It's really satisfying to slowly see all of the errors and everything go away. Oh man, criticals are gone. Critical errors are gone. Hell yeah. You'll love to see it. Alright, well anyway. Hi, I'm the WanderingNewbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the Final Fantasy IV event. Not that one. But, Piercing the Darkness, which is all Kain focused. For once, I can just simply summarize something as entirely Kain focused. Don't ask me how some of these down here are, except for you have Kain for those, and then Octomammoth is here too. But for the early ones, these are all Kain events, Kain fights. Alright. This background just refused to load? Oh no, it's... okay, I see. Dumb. It's fine. It's fine, actually. I thought of doing something in order to save the usage of a soul break, but it's fine. Piercing 2. And then after this, we need to review a billion banners. Actually, it's just 4. But still. So this event has a weird little thing going on with it where every fight the enemies are weak to earth and lightning. Every single one. Now, for the crocodiles here, they really don't have too much going on. They're entirely physical, so they bring a good amount of physical reduction. There's not a whole lot that they can do to you. You really only need Protect. And a Taunt will probably do you wonders as well. There are, off the top of my head, 2 characters that are Earth-based in Thor. Both Yang and his daughter. Oh, yeah, also Rydia is sort of Earth-wise. Oh, you mean the base game? Well, good point. Yeah, it's Quake and Titan. Yeah. Crocodiles really aren't too much of an issue. They fall pretty quickly. And then it's just moving on. Keep having to remind myself that I am trying to sit up a little bit more straighter. I think all the time. That way I'm not hunched over. Not good for my back. Armor Construct, which I remember as an enemy that I ran from. Whole thing is, does it stop, does it paralyze, does gravity. Oh, did they turn Wise Tell on to Earth? So, don't think he was Earth before. I couldn't tell you what he was before. BSB commands were Earth. Alright. Go figure. If you didn't catch it yesterday, you should definitely watch the VOD of the free Enterprise run I did, where we almost cleared the entire game. If I had listened to the logic in my heart and not Crumb, I would have went into the cave of the Sylphs instead of checking out Lucas Tower. Which gave us the key item that we were looking for. and we would have gotten 100% key items. Thankfully not 100% bosses, because they're just straight up some bosses that you do not have to fight. Sorry, I was thinking. Cool move. Consider. So again, this boy is mostly, I think he does both magic and physical, but is mainly has a lot of gravity and has a paralyze and a stop, which can be pretty nasty. But we will slowly and surely wear him down. I'm really not too worried about the damage that he's outputting yet. I think his really scary stuff is just supposed to be his gravity-based stuff. Oh, excuse me. I guess he does go twice a turn as well. So there's that. Or he just has an attack that hits two people. So far so good. Compared to compare this to the Argath fight, and oh boy. I have not seen this supposed paralyze, stop, and or gravity attack yet, unless the gravity is just a very weak gravity. There we go. That's percentile damage if I've ever seen it before. And I have. Well, that's it. It is just a random encounter for all intents and purposes. Not too scary, if you ask me. By the way, I will mention, if you are catching the stream for the first time, as I did see a couple of names that I didn't recognize 100%, and we did have somebody in here earlier who was new. I generally only stream Record Keeper once a week, but this Wednesday, I will be doing a bonus stream of the Record Dungeon update story mode, which I heard has a thing in it. So tune in for that. So unique thing about this boss, I'm gonna make sure I got my things right. Yes. This boy does entirely piercing, so there's absolutely no reason for me to bring anything remotely resembling a defense buff. Yeah, story mode has been pretty good. I feel like I was denied my unique boss fight last update. And not like original OC fight, but they didn't even have like a hey, you got your FF5 in my FF6 fight. A damn golem. Well, I guess that wouldn't be a damn golem. That'd be like a my golem. Very weak to Earth. Continuing the tradition in this event of weak to Earth or Lightning. Guy's out here doing his best. They can't all be sank. I don't think that was his gravity move. That might have just been an AoE piercing. I think his gravity move is going to be way more serious. One of these days when I check the boss descriptions, I need to actually remember what their moves are called. I do love watching a character that has the Unite buff just go faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. There we go, Apocalypse dropkick? No, that didn't seem right either. Seemed like that could have been it. Or, you know, he might just die before even doing the move. Well, single target healing is very good. I should shift my weight again. Let my legs cross this way for a bit now. Oh, oh boy. So how's everybody else been? I haven't seen y'all for like 2 weeks. I've had my ups and downs, but that's also a pretty, sounds like a pretty shitty week. Oh, new semester stress, man. So, I, like most people really should. This isn't even like I'm special in any way. When you get to my age, you should go see a psychiatrist or psychologist. Just somebody to talk to like, hey, I have this weird thing that I do. Or, I have a habit of not getting stuff done. And talking that out with somebody can be very helpful. But, I don't know why I started this tangent. Hold up, let me look at chat again and see what people have said. Oh. New semester starting. So you want to know what's a thing I still have every now and then? That's right, baby. Nightmares about stuff being due for college. Do you want to guess when I graduated college? Just throw it out there on the... That's right. 1913. Or 2013. That's right. I'm 100 years old and I'm still streaming, baby. Let me tell you about when cars are made. But yeah, it's fucked up how the stress of what they do in colleges can stay with you for going on 6 years now. But the education system isn't a problem. Finally, a boss fight. As opposed to the random encounters that we've been dealing with up until this point. Oops. Guess who does stuff a certain way for his testing that didn't adjust that for this fight. Doesn't matter. All they gave me was Protecting Shell, which the Roman Warrior gave me. It's fine. So behind the scenes stuff, I use God Wall in order to simulate what's it called? Culinary Curiosity, with being able to grab any other 50 attack buff. How's my week been? Well, my computer broke, and I had to buy a new computer. Though I guess that was more than a week ago, so technically that doesn't count. It's been a long week. It was a very, very rough week. Everything's better now, but a lot of stuff happened. I wouldn't go into it on the stream. So Dr. Mammoth here is a principal boss. He does have an Apocalypse Blind move that he can do. So you want to bring blind resistance. But aside from that, he does a move where he'll increase his water attack and do some various things that ways. But yeah, not too complex. All these fights really aren't as complex compared to the tactics fights that we just had. He does do this a little bit from the game that I really appreciate. Where he slowly loses tentacles. The beast is weakening. By God, how could you tell? Also, I really like the aura that they gave him to sort of simulate him coming out of the water. It's very good. Well, this one's going much smoother. Alright, one more fight, and then we'll do some banner reviews. Maybe I'll dip into the FFT tournament? Just to take a peek at Sinks. I'll probably bring V-Prisoner in for that, though. Alright, one more. I saved that party all the way down here. This is going to be very fast. Do need a God Wall right there. But yeah, people starting up school again, since I know that is actually happening pretty soon. Good luck and Godspeed. I've made a few New Year's resolutions to myself to improve my general everything a little bit better. Mainly, I want to take better care of my condo. I don't really do that well enough. That's my first step of the new year. I want this place to be in a very nice, good order that I can have people over and not be embarrassed. Look how fast this loads into fights. I'm sorry, what? Let's take that one from the top. Did Edward trip? Yes. It's supposed to be recreating the scene where he plays the harp when you're in the magnet cave, and he sort of stumbles over to it to play the harp. There's zero context for that, except for him throwing up the whisper weed, but yeah. I love that soul break, it's so dumb. Okay, so first person who gets turned uses the soul break, no matter what. What the fuck about the mammoth? Why do you absorb holy? Oh, right, that does damage. I just want the debuff, though. Alright, let's get some real ass debuffs on you before I explode. I mean, the Twin Harp is way cooler because sometimes it plays like Garnet's theme. That's rad. Well, who just got a cane that was really fed up? I think give my debuffer blind resist because I was so used to having a dancer. That, yeah, he doesn't need blind resist. He should have water resist instead for the water-based attacks that the boss does. Oops. Well, that's why we have Venki there. Oh shit, balls, you absorb holy. Seven-star Heavenly Fist. DS Final Fantasy IV is fine. Its biggest problem is that it has a mechanic in it that it doesn't explain at all. Die 1,000 deaths. Did Yang just fucking do Satsui no Hano? Like, I'm not crazy here, right? I have to look at that soul break later. Fucking Yang walks up and does a raging demon. Yeah, augments are really cool, but like, again, it's a system that the game explains 0% and can be very confusing. That's the biggest problem with it. Anywho, let's do an outro for that. What was it? Yeah. Well, that was it for the Final Fantasy IV event. I have no idea what's up next. Luckily, this computer can load everything way faster, so... Oh shit, the event calendar has not updated. Whoever is taking care of that, stop taking care of that. I have no idea what's up next. Well, next time. Alright. I'm gonna open up this Discord and we're gonna jump in here. We're gonna, for fun and profit. 4 is super popular in Japan. That's the main reason why. I think for as popular as 7 is in the US, that's 4 in Japan.
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry for the wait. I was, I just, 4-star death, so I was just going through that real quick.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna turn you up a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me a sentence.
So what you got going on right now?
One more.
What are we doing today, Wandering Newbie?
I should put you at 200. I'm gonna jump back into this because
Yeah, I get it. You want to try out your new toys.
I want to try out my new toy.
I want to see what I can do with this. Yeah.
Oh shit!
What?
Oh, I gotta actually make sure the abilities are synced up. Yeah, because she has Voltec.
Nice going.
Yeah, okay, the sync requirements are Earth and Earth. So. How many? Okay, it's just a 2-bar.
The fact that it is entirely Earth is kind of getting in the way of the whole ice chain setup, but you know, fuck it.
Who the fuck cares? It's another.
Yeah, it's just a sink.
It's sync. We're gonna do this real fast and then do banner reviews.
Alright.
Can't save here. Can't save here. There we go. Windows noises on my part.
Now we're talking. I really appreciate just how much Quistis brings to the table on her super alone. It's a very good example of old-ass supers can really go far in this format.
You know what the best part is? I've already forgotten what the fuck this boss does. Also, thank you for the follow. You asked me, what does this boss do at various intervals? I would be like, fuck man, I don't know.
You've all been asking for 12 years, what the fuck does this boss do?
What the fuck does this boss do? Like, does this boss have a dispel?
No.
Okay, then we're good. Thanks, update.
I'm honestly astonished that it doesn't have a dispel because, like, it could have been an easily abused point of contention with the torment bait that got set up with this one.
Yeah, this is the fake president that you fight in like the first 5 hours of the game.
I honestly kind of love that whole section in hindsight, just because of the whole idea
really
of like
good and sets up
yeah,
the
like
game
the
to be something that it does not end up being at all.
yeah. Also, you have an incredibly rad train with skulls on it. See, I'm not entirely sure if Selphie's suggestion to blow up the train is, in fact, true to her character. She loves trains.
She loves trains. Selphie would never want to blow up a train. Ram's train animation is great just because it's just honking at you. Soon.
Motherfucking life ends 30 button presses from now.
Got a little bit of dubcasts. I'm gonna get hit by a, yeah. Just gotta call that shit. I could have waited to use this. But we're not here to win. We're here to see numbers happen.
It's setting you up anyway, so, you know, whatever.
Yeah, something funny?
I don't know. Check the screen. No, Garen, that's Renoa's Earthwoke. It does not berserk her.
Alright. Command 2, Command 1. Man,
I'd honestly love to see what dumb shit interactions her awakening does with her sync.
Now, the problem here is that there is no magic boost in the party, so she's not really getting a whole lot.
That's better than expected.
Don't have to recast Mighty Card.
Oh, that's right.
I can just
You
go
don't
to
have
town.
to cast Mighty Card anymore.
I can just go to town. Getting there.
Yes, they just rolled out that update.
Hell yeah. Oh, what?
That dog has a gun.
Dog has a gun. Is that a dog? Ah, there's the biggie.
I'm just thinking of that, I'm thinking of those Final Fantasy VIII comics where they try to inject some form of realism into what they do, and then just like Renoa shoots her dog out of her boomerang launcher, and then off screen it's just like, oh god, no, oh no, oh no.
Oh, we're fine. We're so fine.
Yeah, the one where Quista summons a plague of flies with the bad breath.
I mean, we also had Last Stand, so we were fine, but, you know.
Yeah, not much to say right now, we're just watching the numbers happen.
Man, rip sub 30. And you get a mag buff on this somehow.
Yeah, Magic's pulling a lot more weight than expected, so it's probably due.
In hindsight, should maybe held off.
I think maybe the idea is
This
just like,
one's the biggie.
like, I think if you ever wind up with Quist's USB, you're set. Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Fuck him up, Seabass.
What the fuck?
Alright, that's number Wang. Rotate the board.
Man. Well, that's 2 more sets of rewards.
Even in 2020, you can't escape the magic pixel.
Can't. I'll take that though. Man, did you see fucking 70,000 damage 3 times? That was really good.
Yeah. That's really good for someone who does not have an element.
Oh, no. Remember, Sync gives her 3 stacks.
Yeah, I guess that tracks.
Remember, Sync's are
So,
fucking
yeah, like,
stupid.
okay, so here's the question, though. Was it the Earth doing that, or was it the Ice doing that? The world may never know.
It was the Earth. Remember, it gives her 100%. No, I think it's like 120 at 3 stacks.
120 at 3 stacks, but also maybe I wasn't entirely sure how big you were on the imperil stacks plus the chain at that point.
What if I subbed? What are you here for? Geos Gano out for, like...
Blade Ward.
That boss doesn't do physical attacks.
Oh, well then Giustiano can probably fuck off then.
Yeah, Giustiano for, Is Adamantoise defense? Hold up, I just gotta check this out real quick.
Adamantoise is defense plus 20%, yes.
No, but he is he's the Earth Boon.
That he is.
What if I had 23% boosted Earth damage? What that? Alright, we got 3 banners to get through.
Could happen.
Actually,
All right.
not 3. We have 4. Alright.
So do you have to
Yeah.
load it in a whole bunch?
No. I just got in there.
Nice.
Hey, hold up. Yeah, let me give you your wizard eyes. That
Got
is
a coach.
not streaming, right? Is that giving it to you?
I have to turn it on.
No, this doesn't seem to be going right.
That's fine. As long as I have the chat, we're good.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay, now it's up.
Yeah, but are you seeing the game?
No.
Yeah, it's just black, right?
Yeah, it's just buffering. So I think what I'm going to do is...
No, I think it's not sending Nox for some reason. I'm gonna try something. Hey, that works.
Check this shit out. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to... There we go.
Can you see that well enough?
Yeah, I can see that well enough. I'm just trying to pull up the chat, because for whatever reason, my mod ship will not let me just pop that window out.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I just had to fiddle around. There we go.
Alright.
We're good.
Anyway. Coming up first, we have Ramses' Awakening, which is 15 physical, non-elemental, temporarily infused user with the power of Holy, enter Awoken Night mode, and enter Denial of Fate mode as well. It's Night ability double cast, and I have no idea what Denial of Fate mode is.
Yeah, one sec. Okay, so, Denial of Fate after using 2 Night abilities. Denial of Fate grants Soul Break Gauge plus 250 and Instant Cast 1.
So 250 is a single bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
And Instant Cast on top of that, so...
Yeah, that's
really
fine.
appropriate for him, because he's a buff boy at heart.
Alma's Guys, Holy Seal. Restore HP to damaged... That's... I guess she doesn't heal undamaged people, but then they don't need to be... Oh, no, it's a 6k HP.
Yeah, it's a 6k
Okay.
HP shield in place of a heal.
Alright. Grant Regenga, Protect Shell, Haste, and Re-Raise. Oh, so this is Dispel 2.
Also, it's her USB, but more. Also, that 75% damage reduction for 1 turn.
Enter Awoken Love mode, unlimited white magic abilities, reduce the delay of white magic, cause users white magic abilities trigger a follow-up, wave of mending, which restores HP based off of the rank that triggers it.
It's really, really good.
Yep.
Especially now that we got that buff for Protect Shell and Haste. You can just slap that on at the start of the fight. It's actually a good practically anywhere in the fight, because you don't have to care about whether or not you're low health.
Yeah, the only thing that wears off here is the Regenga. But...
That's
everything
fine,
else
you're
is
getting
just-
so much value out of everything.
Yeah, no. It's really good at any point in the fight, but it's weird because it's a White Mage Awakening that you would actually want to fire off at the start of the fight.
Yes.
Concordant Mantra for Rafa. Deal 15 magical lightning on elemental, temporarily infuse user to power of lightning, temporarily grant the user awoken lightning mode, and cause the user's lightning abilities to grant all allies a barrier that reduces damage dealt for one attack. So she gets that damage reduction while also having just a standard lightning awakening.
Yeah, so it's a barrier format. Barrier formats are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Marish gets 15 magic lightning dark. Imperil 2, enter awoken lightning mode, and remove delay from the user's lightning actions. So instant cast if they're using a lightning ability. Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, that's real good.
That can go out of control real fast.
Marat kind of wants to do that. Like, it's just been in the back because he's been overshadowed by a lot of lightning mages in the past, but like, that's kind of what Marok's Burst wanted to do. So this is kind of a good step up from that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Ancient Sword is Ramza's Arcane. It's a 3 big hit holy. It's fine. Oh, yep. I can't scroll this. I thought it froze up for a second there, but I actually just can't scroll that screen. Delita's The Valiant is those 4 elements that it does. Holy Fire, Lightning, Ice. 3 big hits.
Yeah, that is very notable because it hits 4 elements.
Yes, it does a lot of business, a lot of work, because it hits 4 things. He can also hit all those elements pretty easily, so any 5-star Magicite he does kind of fit into if you have some other tech for him. Marsh is here. Marsh gets a 20 small hit, 1 big hit.
Yep.
It's fine. Alma. Instantly restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Grant them a barrier that reduces damage for 2 hits. A large amount, which I think is 40%. And reduce delay of their actions for 2 turns.
I believe it's 50%, but I'll go ahead and check the list. Yeah, it's 50% for 2 turns. So it's that instead of Regengo, which is pretty great, especially if you're able to cycle that constantly.
Yep. Glintz, 6-star, War Commander, instantly deal 6 physical holy, and enter Empowered Infusion. They're still trying to pseudo-do Ramza as like an offensive person as well.
Yeah, so, honestly, I'd like if they gave him Riku's Glint plus that would be really good, but
Ramza's always after a certain point been this weird split where either you get his DPS tech or you get his buffing tech, and
yeah,
that kind of dictates how you build him.
Personally, not a fan of his DPS tech because that's Holy Knight for you, but like, okay.
It's just the factor of this realm is awash with Holy Knights. It doesn't.
Yeah, there are way too many Holy Knights.
Marash gets 16 instant lightning and Imperil 2 because that's sort of always been his thing. He's been a lightning DPSer, but he has always had this Imperil side to him.
Yeah, speedy support, kind of, sort of, because like his USB also had a lot of debuffs and stat reducing tech on it.
Yep. Rafa has instantly grant all allies a barrier that reduces damage once, a very large amount, which I'm going to guess is
75%. That's real good. That's just a fuck off, I don't want to deal with your super move right now.
And also gives a haste on top of it.
Yeah, I like that.
Elmar's starting Holy for Ramza. If you want to go DPS with him, that's fine. Small chance for white magic abilities to restore a small amount of HP to all your allies. I've actually started liking these way more and more. These are really good.
Yes, especially since Alma already gets double cast white on her dive, which means there's another chance to proc on that.
And then small chance to temporarily lower a target's lightning resistance by 1 when using lightning.
Very good for Marok, especially since he gets double cast lightning.
Yep. All in all, it's a really solid banner. It's holy and lightning leaning. I don't think there's any tech on here that's bad.
I think March is the only quote-unquote stinker on there, only because
it's just an arcane.
Yeah, it's just an arcane, and he doesn't have any other tech on there. Though, hey, you can always just forge his USB.
It's good. You should.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Nothing. Garbage.
Trash.
I'm the trash man.
I'm the trash man. Fucking love that Vine clip.
Did you see the Mugen edit of like the character that just throws
Yes.
the trash? Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm the
like,
trash man. I'm the trash man.
He's just constantly countering him into "I'm the trash man."
Anyway, Orlando has one of the best lightnings in the game.
It's really fucking good.
Deal 15 physical, holy, dark, non-elemental to one enemy at 100% crit chance, and temporarily set the crit chance of the user to 100%. Grant Thunder God's Might mode, and enter Awoken Thunder God mode, which is double cast, lightning, or night and darkness. That's it. Doesn't need it anymore. He deals ridiculous damage when he does this.
Yeah. Also, Thunder God's Might is the same as Thunder God's Might, the 25-second status effect that gives him triple casting speed.
Yeah. He goes nuts.
It's really strong.
Agrius gets 15 physical holy, temporarily infuse user with holy, enter Awoken Night mode, and every second night ability triggers a follow-up incandescent seer, which imperils one.
It's basically an Awoken flavor of her USB 2, which is still good.
It's fine because that's always been Agrius' thing for a very long time. It's either debuffing and then turning into imperiling.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Arcane for Agrius, it's 3 big holies.
Yep.
Orlando's Arcane, which is 20 small holy dark, and then 1 big holy dark at the end, because he's always sort of been swapping around. Until he gets a sync. Rams the Holy Chain. It's good.
It's really good on him because he's a buff boy.
Yep. And it's also super good in like the Torment too, because so much of that realm is holy damage.
Yeah.
Oran gets a attack magic. He gets a full crush. And then end blink to all allies and remove delay for 1 turn. So,
yeah, magic blink, instant cast 1, and super crush on everything for 8 seconds.
There's a bunch of coffee grinds on the bottom of my coffee cup.
Burns a little strange, but he's very powerful support.
One moment, I gotta rinse my mouth out. I'll have to run some hot water through that later. It's K-cups. They shouldn't get coffee grinds. Whatever. Yeah, this is super good. You obviously need to know the timing of it well because it's not instant cast. It's a casting thing, but it does the work that it needs to do.
Yeah.
Alma is instantly restore a large amount of HP to all allies, grant them a barrier to negate dark damage 100% of their health, and automatically heal 2k HP.
This had the misfortune of being made during the time where they were both doing a lot of tournament bait, and also like they were trying to do that elemental stone skin thing that didn't really pan out past fire and dark. Still really good for Arc, still really good for Kukulane, obviously.
Yep. Also fine for Death Gaze. It's less...
We'll see how it does in the 6-star Dark Magicite.
Delita has 10 physical, fire, holy, lightning, ice, as is his thing. Temporarily set. Excuse me. No, I'm gonna sneeze. It's just not my night right now. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Excuse us while we make a whole bunch of gross noises on stream.
Whew, excuse me.
Sorry for being gross humans doing gross things.
I apologize. 10 physical, holy, fire, lightning, ice. To one enemy, temporarily set the user's crit hit chance to 75%, temporarily reduce the delay of the user's actions, and cause attacks that hit weakness to trigger a follow-up Hero King's Blade, dealing 4 physical, holy, fire, lightning, ice to one target.
Basically, Sora's USB, but more. Very excellent.
Just really gets the work done. It's nothing but damage, but it does what it wants to do really well.
Yeah, it does.
Rasmo's 5-star glint, temporarily infuse user with the power of holy light, grant all allies a barrier that negates damage 30%, triggers instantly.
I like these. They just like let you shrug off a hit while you're busy building your shit.
Note if this isn't a stacking, but
yeah.
Requiem for the meager, temporarily increase the damage of the user's attacks when hitting weakness and reduce the delay of the user's actions for 2 turns. He is a very multi-element character, so they can't really give him anything too specific towards any one element, so he's just hitting weakness. As with all his
that's
other
fine.
attack.
He's good for 4 elements, so that's good.
Yep. Just gets the work done. Being in the battle infused with light for Agrius is perfectly fine. She actually doesn't have too many ways to an element, so she needs that. Small chance for offensive holy abilities to trigger twice. If you're building him offense, he needs that. Significantly more damage with spell blades when you have a sword equipped. The only thing about this is it doesn't influence his holy damage at all.
Yeah, a little weird, but also just like he has double cast Spellblade anyway, so
yeah,
like that covers 3 elements at least.
I think they never really intended him to be a holy user. They just put the holy in there because in the game he's a Nightblader, and all those.
I mean, it's something he can do on the side. Plus, you know, Wokes have double cast anyway, so it's not like a total turnoff for him at this point.
And Orain gets small chance for white magic abilities to restore a large amount. You know, these are good. Yeah.
Yep.
Small chance to Medica. All in all, it's a solid banner. It's alright. This right here kind of makes an argument against Banner 1 for Banner 2, because this is that good. But, you know, take your pick. The first banner has way more awakenings on it. Either banner is bad. The second one has one of the best awakenings and a chain.
Also, gonna say that Orlando's Awakening is pretty much going to stay good for most of the time, because I believe by the time Dark Magicite rolls around, then they will have unbanned Generalists.
By the way, that's how fast I loaded.
I love your computer.
Anyway, we got a Sync to talk about. Blood Dragoon. 15 jump lightning non-elemental attacks to one target, temporarily grant the user major empowered infusion for lightning, temporarily grant sync mode, cause every 3rd lightning ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Spark Spear, dealing a ranged physical lightning non-elemental that breaks the damage cap. These syncs are lightning abilities specifically, but it's going to be Dragoon. Command 1 is deal jump lightning non-elemental damage. Can break the damage cap. Long delay before landing. Command 2 is 3 ranged physical lightning non-elemental. Reduce the delay of the user's jump attacks for 2 turns. I guess what you want to do here is there is a 6-star jump ability now, so you want to link these both to jump abilities, maybe? I really don't know what you want to link these to.
I think, like, isn't there supposed to be a 6-star Dragoon ability at some point that combines Cyclone Bolt with the jump? Because this is high quick cast jump abilities, not remove airtime.
Oh shit, you're right. I think that's what was just added. Again, I'm gonna check this real quick because I don't want to give false information. It'll help us, you know, properly.
Yeah, of course. So, like, I'm very curious as to what the combo's supposed to be for this.
Dust. Sorry, it's a really good move.
The soul
yeah, here it
still
is.
burns.
Hurricane Bolt. Isn't that it? No, because here's Impulse Dive.
Yeah, Impulse Dive is the 6-hit.
What the hell is Hurricane Bolt then?
I want to say Hurricane Bolt is the setup?
No, because they're sorted by schools.
It's the 4-hit dual element lightning wind. Okay, but is it the setup?
With no delay before forward, it causes users jump attacks to land instantly for 3 turns. So yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So probably want to use Hurricane Bolt on Command 2, and then just
Impulse Dive then.
Impulse Dive is 6 Dragoon hit. It's basically Sky High, but lightning, purely lightning, so that it can get 6 hits.
All right, that is the first time that they have ever split ability schools up like that.
Okay,
again,
so the idea, I guess
ju-
the idea is like you Hurricane Bolt on Command 2, and then Impulse Drive on Command 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that works. Especially since you're getting reduced cast time on the jump ability as well as the setup for no airtime.
Yeah. The long and short of it is for lightning, with those 2 abilities, Kane can really, really pop off.
Can go fast, can hit hard.
Yeah, to an outrageous extent. Thunderous Malady. 15 magic lightning, non-elemental, temporary infused user with the power of lightning, grant awoken lightning mode. Enter Rising Thunder mode, which reduces delay of the user's actions and causes the user's lightning abilities to raise the user's lightning attack level by 1. So Palom synchronizes with, well, no, should really say synchronizes, goes into a lightning mode here that just slowly and slowly and slowly becomes more and more powerful the longer this awakening goes on for.
Yeah, pretty much. Instead of just like doing cast time mana or anything, it just boosts his power as it goes on.
If you use Kane's Awakening with the sync, does the level cap 2 still work? Yes, those are additive. If you have an Awakening and the sync going at the same time for any other character, they actually get 2 cap break buffs. Good luck getting that much meter fast, but yeah.
Kane gets 2 from his woke, that means that he would get 3 with the sync and woke combined, wouldn't it?
I would think so, yes.
Okay.
But right, the Awakening and the sync do unlink the abilities, and one of them is already just an overstrike move, so it might not be worth it. Anywho, Della gets an Earth Awakening, 15 magic Earth, non-elemental, temporary infused user with the power of Earth. Temporary grant Awoken Earth mode, and enter Unsealed Earth mode, reducing the delay of the user's Earth actions and increase the amount Earth abilities charge the Soul Break gauge by a moderate amount. So
25%. So this is a lot like Zidane's Awakening, but for Tella.
he just ends up gaining a lot of meter.
Okay, you know what? I thought it might be a little weird, but like no, because Tella also has a lot of buffs in his corner.
Yep, that's what they want you to be doing with this.
Probably also want to sync up with the with his fucking USB that kills him at the end.
Dragoon Lance of Dragoon. 15 jump lightning non-elemental to one enemy temporarily infused use with the power of lightning. Temporarily grant Awoken Dragoon mode. Cap break 2. Causing every third Dragoon ability used to trigger a follow-up Bolt Storm Spear, dealing ranged physical, lightning, wind, non-elemental. Can break the damage cap.
I would very much like to see the math on Woke plus Sync, given the multipliers that are already on Impulse Drive. I want to see how this fucking thing pops off.
It would be interesting, for sure. and we already just talked about this. This is Cat Break by 2, doesn't double cast, does this. It's purely... Yeah.
It's weird because, like, it was in that situation where, oh my god, we don't want to give Dragoons double cast, and then, oh, we have to do it anyway, whatever.
What is a record board ability? It is the next sort of power-up thing that we're going to get at the 5th anniversary.
Record boards introduce 7-star abilities, which are abilities exclusive to the character.
Yes. They're good.
They're quite good.
Tyro gets the Judgment Grimoire on command. I keep trying to scroll this. Tell is Arcane, which is 3 big Earth hits. It's fine.
Boost Earth damage on a mage.
Yep. Kane gets 3 big lightning hits. Also jump. Always notable for Dragoons, because Dragoons have stuff that like reduces casting time on jump abilities, and that makes this cast instantly.
Yep.
3 big Fire, Lightning, Ice for a little bit of multi-elemental flavoring for Palom.
Probably on his woke that would really help his arcane pop off.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Tell gets reduce the delay of the magic attacks for all allies for 2 turns, temporarily infuse user with the power of Earth and enter Desperate Meteor mode, which causes the user's white magic abilities to trigger twice. I think that is Hungry Cast. When Desperate Meteor mode ends, trigger legendary magic, dealing magic damage to one target that breaks the damage cap and then KOs the user.
By the way, this is not Hungry Cast, it is just double cast.
Dope.
This is basically a Proto-Awakening. Also, it's really fucking cheeky. I love the way this works. It's pretty much an extended Arcane. You have to know that you can finish the fight with it. You must finish it. And if you do, it's real fucking strong.
Yeah, he kind of goes buck wild with this. And moving into Glints. 6-star, Palom. Temporarily grant Empowered Infusion, Lightning, and remove delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah.
Tell gets temporarily Empowered Infusion Earth and remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn. So same thing, but other way around. Just a different element. 6-star
Yep.
for Kane is temporarily cause users' jump abilities to land instantly and remove the delay from the user's actions for 1 turn. So this
15-second status.
Yeah, that's a 15-second status and then a 1-turn instant cast. This is actually fantastic. Okay. It's
actually a good way that you can utilize his sync without having to use Hurricane Bolt specifically.
Precisely. That's exactly what I was about to say. 5-star Glint is Empowered Infusion Lightning and reduce the delay of the user's actions for 2 turns. It's fine. You can do work with that. Tell gets double cast Earth, which is good. And Kane gets double cast Lightning, which is broken.
Shit, we have to do it anyway.
It's broken, it's bad. Like,
I love that they put the shit we don't want to give them double cast tech on the same banner as the shit we have no choice but to give them double cast tech.
Yeah, it's really broken if you get that in combo with any of his big shit. But yeah, on whole, it's mainly a lightning banner with a little bit of Earth mixed in there.
Hey, Kane's a really good character.
Kane's really solid. Like, outrageously so. He will do a lot of work. And hey, Leviathan just came out. Weird. It's almost as if they're trying to shove you in the lightning direction, huh? You know, I was hoping. Back my mind.
It's your boy.
It's my boy. It's my son. Alright. Edge guys. 15 physical or ninja water, fire, lightning, non-elemental, Temporarily grant Awoken Ninja Mode, reduces the delay of the user's ninja abilities, and cause every ninja ability to trigger a follow-up. Ebon Tactics. Mind looking that up for me? The attack type depends on the stats of the user.
Hey, it's generally going to be physical because ninja damage is actually shit, and you should never try to go for ninja damage.
What?
Thanks.
It's not my fault.
Evelyn Tactics is 4 or 2 single hybrid attacks, ignores resistance, and grants minor buffs water, fire, or lightning, depending on what you used. This one is really interesting, mainly because it is trying to cash in on a subset of ninja that no longer really is applicable to anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, oh, hang on, guys, we're definitely going to have those 6-star fire and lightning magic abilities for ninja at some point.
Yep.
You'll be ashamed of your words and deeds.
It's good for water.
Yeah, it's good for water.
Good for water.
Good for water.
Moving on.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day, Edge.
Probably
not today.
Probably not. 15 physical dark, non-elemental. To one enemy, temporarily infuse user with the power of dark. Temporarily grant Awoken Darkness mode. And cause every second darkness ability to trigger a follow-up Evil Sword. Dealing a moderate amount of damage to the user proportional to the max HP. Weird.
Yeah, so this one is specifically scaling with darkness attacks used up to 6, and the multiplier becomes 0.56 per hit, with a 75% additional crit chance. The max damages the user for 25% max HP.
It doesn't feel that great.
It is so weird because there's no market for self-harm anymore because Demon's Cross is fake as hell.
Yeah, this feels weird. Is the multiplier high on it? That's my only thought.
0.56 per hit on Evil Blade, and that's if you max it out at 6 darkness abilities, with the 75% additional crit chance, which I imagine is like, that's why it pays the price in blood.
I suppose. It doesn't really scream out to me.
I think this is supposed to be synergized with his USB so that you don't have to worry about the HP cost too much because you got that bubble up.
Yeah. Edge gets 3 massive physical or ninja water, fire, and lightning.
They're really trying on this game.
Yeah, the same review of this as with the Awakening. It's water damage. Weird. The weapon only boosts water. Weird that. It's like they know. Golbez gets the Magic Dark Chain. It's alright. It does what it needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Devil, 10 physical dark, non-elemental. Temporarily fuse user with the power of dark. Damage user for 99% of the current HP and grant them Stone Skin 100% of their HP. And enter Red Wings EX mode, which raises users' attack 30% as long as they have negate damage barrier and reduce the delay of their darkness abilities and cause them to trigger twice.
So the whole thing with this is that you want to make sure that Diesel stays in that bubble forever, and he is very good at generating meter while in that bubble just to recycle it just because he has triple casting speed and all that shit. Yeah, like we said, is meant to be paired with his Woke because then you don't have to care that much about the weird self-harm cost on stuff, and Demon's Cross, as we've discussed, is fake as hell on the cost. Still really, really strong even after all these years. Is a bit trickier to maintain at this point because damage has spiraled a little bit, but can still be easily cycled.
Yeah. On a whole, it's still okay.
Yeah.
10 Magic Dark, non-elemental. Temporary power dark, damage them for 99. This is a different thing, yeah, okay. 99% of the current HP, negate damage barrier 100%. Enter Shadow Dragon mode. Shadow Dragon mode causes uses darkness abilities trigger twice while the negate damage barrier is up, and trigger path while the negate damage. Okay, so this is the same.
So here's the difference. Gomez does not get quick cast on this, but he applies it in a different sort of way. He actually wants that bubble to get popped so that he can smack the enemy in the face for it. And he can also cycle this as well, and Black Spell will be triggered if he cycles it, so that's fine there too. He just applies the 100% Stone Skin in a different way than Diesel, because Diesel wants that bubble up at all times or his damage plummets, whereas Golbaz has insurance in case the enemy does enough damage to break his bubble.
Yeah.
I like both flavors of it, pretty much.
Porum gets instant restore a large amount of HP, reduce the delay of all of the party's magic attacks for 2 turns, grant last stand, temporarily cause every second white magic ability to trigger a follow-up Tiny Curaja, restoring a large amount of HP to all allies.
Interesting.
Increases if Palom is present. So this is one of those that actually combos perfectly fine because it is a magic party buff.
Yeah. Also, just the fact that Palom, despite being very, very geared towards lightning at this point, can also be used in a bunch of different other things because of the way his USB works. And since Porum is just like agnostic magical healing, she can pretty much follow him anywhere without any real trouble.
Yep. And moving into Glints. 6 Dark Glint for Edge, temporarily increase the damage of the user. Wait, hold up. Temporarily increase the damage of the user's attacks when they hit weakness, a moderate amount, and reduce the delay of the user's actions for 2 turns. So,
hey, you gonna cash that check, Dana?
No. You know they aren't. It's fine. That still works with water. Golbez gets temporarily reduce the delay of the user's magic attacks and give a moderate darkness ability boost. This is one of the big things about Golbez, is that he really needs a way to in element, and they did not give that with his glint.
Like he has in dark through his USBs, I guess.
Yeah, that's about it though. Porum gets a Protect Shell Haste. It's fine. That's really good, actually. That's infinite now. Small chance for ninja abilities to deal 3 physical water. 1 target. Trigger.
I'm gonna check the numbers just to laugh.
What the fuck is this? A small chance for ninja abilities to trigger 3 physical water, lightning, fire, non-elemental to 1 target, or trigger the ninja attack unequaled master.
Oh my god. 1 sec. There we go. Fucking A. 3 single hybrid attacks, 0.42 or 400.5 each. There you have
So
it.
what they're saying is it's the first one. Cool, moving on. This is how fake the ninja side of the stuff is. They didn't even put it in the description.
It's wild how hard they try to go on something that they're never going to actually do.
Yep. Dark Cecil starts dark. Good. Golbez is double cast darkness, which is also fine. He does need it in dark a little bit more, but that's also does a lot of work.
His LM2 is a little fake, like it's a holdover from when he was the magic tank and was cool.
Porum gets a moderate chance to reduce the delay for 1 turn when restoring HP to a single ally. That's the downside of this. If this was just like a Medica thing or whatever, this could be super good and like widely useful, but without that, it's like, alright, you have her awakening. It's really a big thing.
It's already a format that I don't particularly care for.
This for white mages I feel can work pretty well, but it would have to be anything, not single target. With single target, it really only works with the awakening. But that said, as much as we shit on a lot of the weird text on Edge stuff, all the Edge stuff is fine, and the rest of the darkness stuff is really good.
Because here's the thing, a lot of Edge's shit is very weird, but we were able to talk about it at length, and it still works perfectly fine on water.
Yep. Everything here is fine. It's really just a matter of which banner do you feel you need to pull on. I personally think Kane's Sync is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But there is a very low percent that you'll hit it, so take it with a grain of salt. I think those are 1% chances. Actually, here's the really fun thing. They added syncs to the daily draws, and it is minuscule.
Hey, it's fine. Just invite me over to your house one day and we'll pull a sync together.
Yeah, hold on. Like, yeah, okay, it's 1% for a sync on a normal banner. And then on the daily draw, it sure is 0.001. So you're saying there's a chance.
I mean, I'm not complaining at this point because the relic draw is actually worth a damn nowadays.
Yeah, it's just really funny to me. Anyway, I got 2 of these today. Alright, let's start with tactics. Let's go in order here. Hold up, I gotta bring open my big list.
And Jill's really good.
Okay.
That's my hot take.
And Jill's fine.
What is an extreme fight?
I don't know. Do you think I keep track of that?
I mean, you think I keep track of that?
So, speaking of things that Dean has done, they did an update in Pokemon Masters that's actually super good. They added, like, sphere grids.
Yeah, I saw that, actually. That looks really... Like, you can also respec it for just cash.
Yeah, for money. So, it's not free, but you can respec pretty easily.
And by money, we mean, like, in-game rupee
money.
dollars.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's it.
That's... I think that's
Gafurian.
something for...
I just got this recently.
Yes.
However, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
The
sword is very similarly shaped to Ramses, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me get this second one started up here. As soon as I pray to the boy, to my son.
Son, we love you. Please come home.
Son, sir. Anyway.
Son.
The only thing that's annoying about it is to get the nuggets to invest into the table, the sphere grid, you have to grind them in a really awkward way that I won't get into, but that's the only annoying thing. The thing that is wild about it, one of the characters was an extremely low tier character, but with a completed grid, like, because you only invest so many points into it, but with the full grid for her, she actually becomes very high tier.
Yeah, I think it would be a good way to, like, improve characters outside of just, you know...
It's super what they're doing. They're making old characters and, like, lesser used characters very good. Well, that's a big oof.
Is that a dupe? No.
No, but... Hey, it's a way for Golbez, though, in Element.
Yeah, you have stuff for Golbez, don't you?
I think so. Maybe. We can find out real quick. It's alright, game. I just came back from the void. I didn't need anything good to pick my spirits up at all. Sure, fine. I mean, I have this.
Shit.
That's literally it.
yeah, his USB 2 or chain, then we'd be in business. But
Oh well. These things happen. Well then. That's the stream, and I came in just under estimate. So good. Yeah, I'm gonna end this YouTube video.